make more money if I keep going, but the weather won't allow. It's time to shut it down. It's time to shut it down. Another thing that I try to do if I'm running in crazy weather, I'm trying to run it at the most optimum time when the sun is up. When the sun starts going down, it's over for me. Another thing I do, I don't expect to get 600 plus miles on a bad weather day. And I don't let a DM, I don't let any company try to talk me into doing that. No. It's a storm advisory out, which means this truck ain't going 600 miles in a day, because I'm not going that fast. I'm also not running into the night for you to make more money as you sit home, cozy, and I'm out here risking my life. I'm not going to do it. Another what?
I mean, I think we passed 30 trucks.
Yeah,
it's like 5-6 cars and a good 30 trucks.
Yeah.
Which is, I can't believe there's more trucks than the cars.
There's more trucks than cars. And it comes from that macho, it ain't gonna happen to me culture that we have in trucking. There's another one. Yeah. Since I've been driving, we've had to count about 6 or 7 of them.
Yeah. I mean, we didn't even start recording because we were like, man, this is a lot. Like, so now it just became like, wait a minute, why is it so many?
Why is it so many? Why is it so many?
I mean, it's like noticeable. It's like, that's why I said we counted 4 or 5 cars, but then I'm counting fingers and toes now trucks.
Right, we're definitely in the 30s.
Yeah, it was just like,
it wasn't nowhere on the news.
Yeah.
No one talked about it. It wasn't a pile up. People are individually crashing. This is all from last night.
All, if you notice, all the cabs are facing opposite traffic.
Yeah, being spent out.
Yeah.
Well, no. Side of the road. I was on this exact road with them. I just knew when to stop driving. That's it. And half of the time, that's what keeps your record good, is knowing when to shut down.
They were talking about some TV. Don't do that. You were driving too fast.
Oh, don't go to the Badlands. We're not in the Badlands. We're in Indiana, 74 in Illinois. This is the Badlands. You can look at the ground until they got a plow program. And if you're up this far, which means you had to see the people behind you. What was the thought process? You're trying to mess up my distance up there? Slowing it down. Go from people just being in a rush for nothing. Busy idiots. Not accepting that on a bad weather day, you're not going to get to go max speed.
Yeah.
You're not going to get to go max speed, man. You gotta crank her down. Here we are. So I want y'all to understand, man. You got to. You're the captain of the ship. But the company's gonna let them be mad. Whether you be saying, look how bad my windshields get because of these windshield wipers, man. New windshield you're gonna hit me. Another guy on the side of the road. You trailer check me, you're going to hit me. Because I have my own dash cam, and there's a built-in dash cam with the company.
Like I said, they don't like. So I mean, even with me doing flatbed and seeing what people say, because I delete them. I delete the comments because I used to think that it's okay for people to have their opinion and stuff. But now I'm like, wait, this is wrong. Like someone, if you're saying this, then you say that on your conscience, on your platform, on your thing. You will not say things that I know will harm other people or try to, like I said, bully. That's usually the word that comes up, is like you're bullying people, whether it's through verbal or just these nonverbal aggressive things that you guys do on the road. Like, it makes no sense, because again, this is a privilege to have. This is not your right for you to drive the way that you do because you have this vehicle.
And one thing y'all need to realize is every single person you've seen on the side of the road flipped over, all that's on that record.
Yeah.
So that's
you don't just walk away from that.
You don't just walk away from that. That's 30 records affected by a bad choice. And yes, it does affect your money.
Yeah. Which y'all love to
It affects
get all the time.
It affects your bonus. If you find that dream job that gets you home more and is in the city that you want to live in, you can't work there.
Yeah.
Because the first thing they ask is how many years you have with no accidents. How many years you have with no accidents? It's a perfect job.
And y'all think lying about it or admitting it
it's gonna stop.
It's gonna stop it?
No, it's on your trucking credit report.
You got some companies that put on your record if you had to get winched out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, they're thinking, why? Like, it was a regular snowstorm. But, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy that at the end of the day they have to do it, but I get why, because, I mean, 30 trucks.
Someone was there.
Yeah, someone was there. I mean, within a night. And like you said, there's no public outcry about this.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares. I mean, they're truckers. They're expendable at the end of the day. But that's why I say when you there's a responsibility that comes when you start building a platform. That macho super trucker, I can do it crap, that kills people. People die over that ideology.
Yeah.
You got to slow it down, bro. There's no other freaking. Oh, we stopped it before. I was stopping. Look at him flying. He got hazards on, can't see ahead. He flying. He's speeding up.
I see flashers over on the other side to the left.
74 westbound. Is there something going on up there?
Ooh, Lord, there's a lot going on.
Man.
I count 3. And this must have just happened.
This must have just happened.
Yeah, I got one to the left, one in the middle, and one to the right.
Yeah, so there's one way back there. That's one. That's 2. That's 3. There's 4 way back there.
Yeah, so you got this guy, flatbedder, driving.
You still sitting in the seat?
Another driving.
You know, I mean, it's one of them things.
Now, the thing that I always ask is, so let's hear this explanation behind this, guys.
Yeah.
Like, because y'all love to talk about things that doesn't garner an explanation, or you like to double down on things that just makes universal sense.
3 more.
So, explain, I need the veterans to come up and explain to us, what is this?
What is this?
What's going on?
3 more. 1.
Yeah.
Well, I guess he just broke down. 1, 2. 2 more in the
The
median.
median, like, jeez, man.
2 more in the median. Look at this box truck way over here. There's a yellow bottom way over there.
He's in the farmland.
Done broke through the people polar gate. That's 1, 2. And the 3, there go night transportation trailer.
Yeah, we want to do a counter, like just bing, bing.
Right.
Just an actual count, a bean counter of all these trucks. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself.
4.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Y'all really should.
Someone watch this video and literally count how many you've seen from when we start to record, because we've seen 20 before we started recording.
And I have my recording maybe a good 20 minutes prior before he even started, because like I said, it was just, we were like, I know we're
unmarked owner-op trucks.
Well, not on the range. A lot of them were nice.
They're not rookies, bro. I'm telling you for a fact, they're better. They're people who have been on the road long enough to be complacent.
So my thing is, do you think? So I think what really sends me into a confusion is because the conviction that they speak. The proudness of the job, like, yo, I pre-trip, I'm this.
That's boasting, that's boisterous, that's ego.
Wow.
It's easy. All of that is irrelevant, and this is funny because this is a pun. When the rubber meets the road, it's completely freaking different.
Yeah.
Oh, this dude just stopped. What's going on here? What are you doing?
Why is he not pulling over?
You okay, driver? Lost my gear. Jesus, Joseph, man.
I mean, he's going slow.
What's going on here? That could have been an accident right there. 30 miles an hour on the highway. Yeah, like I said, owner ops.
Yeah.
Veterans. Paid off century. It don't be a bunch of rookies out here. Old head, chilling. Have me another cigar before I get back down to County.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if this needs to be said, but y'all really should be ashamed of yourselves. I think that's, because y'all will have every excuse in the book. It's always this do as I say, don't do as I do approach. And I really think y'all should be ashamed of yourselves, seriously. Because you put everyone in danger. I mean, that was 30 opportunities, almost 40 opportunities for someone else to die that day. That's if we don't know if
we don't know who died, who did.
Yeah, it's like, it's so, I think that's something that is just not spoken about. Like I said, I have a big thing with old heads that tell people the wrong way to go. I got a big stickler about that. Like, do as I say, but don't do as I do. I really, that grinds my gears, because it's like, you wouldn't tell that to your kids. You wouldn't tell that to people you care about. Why are you telling people you don't know, putting their life at risk because you got some death wish or some egotistical thing to prove to nobody? Because ain't nobody paying no attention. Like,
Nobody's paying no attention.
It's so weird, yo. It's just the weirdest thing, man. And it's just like, you're just in your own head in the truck. That's really the simple thing about it.
There's just no accountability.
Yeah, it's like you're governing. A lot of people should not be governing themselves. They don't have the mental capacity to do it. They should not be left alone. Like, it's so much stuff that goes on when you're left to manage. That's why I understand why people are doing this whole, I can run a business as a trucker, because you're technically taking on some of the risks as if you were managing your business and stuff with time management and keeping up with paperwork and taxes and stuff. But the truth is, a lot of y'all should not be left to your own devices. Period.
A lot of y'all shouldn't even be driving.
A lot of y'all shouldn't even be driving, let alone be operating,
We was on the road at the same time. We were on the road in the same storm.
Yeah.
Everything like that. The people I shut down with earlier, there was a bunch of us in there.
Yeah.
They knew to shut down.
Yep.
Other people wanted to hot boy through it.
I mean, they shut down, ate through, said what's up, all right, driver, talked to each other when the morning came. Hey, you know what I mean? It was like just a regular co-worker day, you know what I mean? And then to see that, I mean, because nobody at the place said that they see anything like that. So that must have happened, like you said, people that are driving past there.
After we already parked,
time.
the people that kept going, and I looked at the storm watch, it said it was going to go to 12 o'clock at night. It's going to get worse. So it's a big warning thing on the weather app.
Yeah.
And that's why I called and tell them I was shutting down. While it says good, be safe.
Yeah.
That's it. But see, everybody ain't in that position. Everybody ain't in that type of job where they going to say good, be safe. I've been at companies that would have said, well, everybody else is doing it.
Yeah, true.
And would have pushed you to keep going.
True. No, absolutely.
Then I'd have crashed and been on my record.
Yeah, it's definitely a peer pressure thing. That's why when I made that video about safety, it goes both ways. If safety cannot give you something, because sometimes you'll call safety and they will say something that's like, that's not safe, bro. Like, you have to say that to them. Like, that's why I remember C.R. England said, you have to use the word unsafe.
Yeah.
In order for them to wake up from their hypnosis of what they believe it should be, because they're not on the field with you, they're not on the road.
Even if they used to drive. Well, my problem is with safety. not going to argue with you about it.
Yeah, because I think the greatest form of insult is when safety tell me to take a picture of outside. I don't need to do that.
Yeah,
I don't need to lie about the severity of the weather right now.
I also don't have to take a picture because there's a camera on the thing.
Yeah, right. And if something happened, it alarms you anyway, and it cuts on when like what is it? When you're filing too close, or the weather's inclement, or that what is it? That little camera that becomes obscure if enough weather gets on, it coats the lens and things like that.
Well, we call it Bendix.
Yeah, it's like you guys are aware. And plus, like I said, all you got to do is ping me and go to weatherchannel.com and it will show you exactly.
Well, with the trucking software, the radar is built into it.
It's like, so that, I think that's what really is like, that's the insulting part.
It's insulting because what the safety, what a safety guy at a trucking company's job to do. A safety guy at a trucking company job is to make it your fault. They're not your friend.
Yeah.
They're not there to help you. They never help.
Yeah.
They never help. The biggest enemy in a trucking company is the safety guy.
Yeah.
Because what he's trying to figure out, he's trying to place liability.
Yeah.
I want to blame this on you, not the company.
He's like worse than car insurance.
Yes.
Like health insurance.
He's
like,
going to figure out a way to hang this on you. So the main thing you need to do, so let's say if you were to do what he said and you crash, he would look at the situation and say, yeah, you did it, but you didn't do this right.
Bingo, yeah.
There is no safety guy that I've ever particularly liked, ever. I don't mind a safety guy coming on my channel and debating me.
Yeah. Because the one thing I know about
which
safety,
they won't do because, let me get this out, every safety person in America is a coward. Everyone. They mean you no good.
Yeah, because one thing I know about safety, and this is just, again, we can debate it. You're never willing to put it on the call line. Everything, when you talk to safety, is a physical conversation over the phone. I never had safety put it on.
They don't want to put it on the call line.
Ever. They want no paper trail of that. Even
they
when
want
they're
to
talking
hurt you.
It's like, this conversation didn't exist. And
right.
I've always done that with safety. I always typed in the Qualcomm literally the word unsafe. And when that happens, it's funny how their mood changes instantaneously. Okay, shut down, driver, please be safe. It's like a,
right.
Like I said,
you said the thing that I can't refute in court.
Bingo.
But see, here goes another one. Some companies, there's no way to send a freeform message.
Exactly.
So they already
are deviating from the call.
They're deviating from the call. They want you to call because, let me explain this to you. They want to hurt you. They want to ruin your career. They want to do something to your record where you stay.
Yeah.
Because if I was to crash this truck right now, there's no necessarily that they're going to fire me.
Yeah.
But I won't be able to be rehired nowhere else. So now I'm like, well, I got to stay here until the 3 years.
And work it off, yep.
So that's why I say I make the decision. If it's some crap that's I'm just not going to do it. Yeah. And you're going to have to break down to me and my lawyer on what you wanted me to do.
Yeah.
Because in the same way you safety guy at every company, the same way that you're building a case on me, I'm paying attention to the case on you.
Yeah.
Because I have video of what I'm doing.
And more importantly, if you leave this company today tomorrow, I still need my CDL to remain intact. I need the integrity of the CDL to remain intact.
Speak on it, Mac Durham. Speak on it.
So it's like, you can't, this is non-negotiable for me. I'm not going to do anything to risk my CDL under any capacity when at the end of the day, I still need it no matter where I go. I still need it. So it's like, that's why I say I just keep it really simple. When it starts getting squirrely, I hang up that phone and we're going straight to email or text.
Email or text. It's time to go to text message and you need to say how you want me to kill myself.
I want you to read what you said before you said
it. Oh, yeah. Well, I've been at places and heard the safety manager talking about someone who crashed.
Yeah.
And talking about him like a dog.
Yeah.
Oh, he should have known this. He should have known that. A, B, C, D, F, G. So you're not about to do that with me. I've been driving 9 years up and down the county. First of all, you ain't seen nothing. I doubt the safety manager has done everything I've done.
Yeah. Because usually they employ people outside of it.
Here goes another one here.
Yeah.
I have done more than I've done. I've done the oil field. I've done the man-made mountains. I've done the oversized. I've done the flatbed, I've done the step deck, I've done the reefer, I've done the dry van, I've done the tanker, I've done every part of the country, all of the worst roads, and never had a scratch on me. So I'm not assuming that you're safer than me anyway. What I assume is that your job is to look out for the best interest of whatever company you're working in. You're not there for me. And I think that it is a criminal thing that most people think that they are.
Yeah, because it goes against the initiation of the rookie driver in the first place. As soon as we come into any company-sponsored place or puppy mill, they're showing us the amount of crashes that happen.
Right. Here's another one.
Yeah, they tell you from the gate, like, listen, we're built on safety. So why is there a different or juxtaposition, on what safety is? Why is it like reinvented? Like when I come in, you guys show me all these horrific accidents on tape. You keep shoveling it down my throat, safety, 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 safety. But the minute I get in this truck past training, it's like all bets are off. Just freaking make it happen. And it's just like, what? I mean, it's been times where, we had a place we were going to go, a trucking company we were going to go, a lease op spot. And, they literally said out of her mouth when you asked about, I think it was something in regards to safety or something, being an expectation for you as a driver. And she said, well, I'll explain it to the safety director, but she's kind of stupid. So remember that? She was like, she's kind of stupid. So, I have to word it a certain way for her to understand. I said, what? That
company was Hurricane.
Yeah.
That was Hurricane. And we'll get back on that after this. Here go another 2 people, y'all.
Oh my goodness, man. I need y'all to understand, like, to see them facing us.
They flipped all the way around.
They flipped all the way around, man.
A Penske truck. Owner op. Expo Logistics. Yeah, that's a day cab, but them boys hot button anyway. Somebody mail ain't gonna get there. It was a Hurricane, and what Hurricane didn't want, they didn't want you in my truck because you had a CDL, and they said you were possibly able to drive it and not be.
Yeah, because I didn't want to drive, so I was like, hey, I'm just gonna come on board. I was like, I just didn't feel like driving, and so he was like, hey, she's with me and stuff, because we did that with RST.
XBO again.
Is that the other half of him, or this a brand new?
No, this was probably a brand new. Yeah, it's a brand new person.
Yeah, wow. So essentially what happened was I tried to do what I did before with RST. RST let me get on, even though I have a CDL. They just put me on the insurance, but it was understood that I just wasn't driving for the time because of, I just didn't want to drive at that time. Like Sean said, listen, babe, just, get on the truck, cook for me, look good, and that's that. And I really wanted a break, but I wanted to be with my man. So I said, well, I'll do that this time, because why not? Like, it works out just fine. We can shut down together. I can cook for you. It's a flawless situation. But they were like, well, no, because drivers will have their significant other drive their shift. Now, don't get me wrong. We know that.
Yes.
But the truth was, she was saying, what I didn't like was, one, you put down your team member is, that's a part of your team.
Right.
So to me, it's like, that means you'll talk about anybody.
Yeah.
2, if she's saying that, if you're saying she's stupid, that means all y'all.
All y'all stupid.
Because she's supposed to be the one y'all come to.
Right.
So
She's supposed to come and get the safety
yeah,
first.
she sets the standard. So I was like, oh, well, we're done. Like, I was like...
And the real reason you wanted her, she wasn't saying she couldn't come. She was trying to hire her.
Yes, because she made me she was like, well, put in an application. And I was just like, well, why would I put an application? I said, what's your rider policy? Do I have to wait 90 days? Or I have to wait 60 days? Do I need to sign something? And it was kind of like, well, no, we'll take you, but if you put an application, because I said, no, I don't want an application. I'm really not driving. Like, I need you to understand, he needs to get solo loads.
Right, and that's exactly what they were going to do.
Yeah.
If you got approved, they were going to hit you with team loads.
Yeah, and I was like, no.
And we were not interested at the time.
No.
See, the thing is, most of y'all are making decisions based on money. I don't make decisions based on money no more. I don't make decisions based on money. You can't offer me more money and expect me to do something. Another thing, too, I make money in other ways.
Yeah.
Trucking is not my only income, so a trucking company can't offer me money for me to do something I don't want to do. I'll just say no.
Plus, I don't know if you guys noticed this, but is it just me or is teen trucking like, it's like 6,500 miles, 7,000 miles?
Yeah, it's ridiculous how
is a husband and wife team 7,000 miles? I mean, think about this logically. Like, I remember when it was like 2,500, 3,000 per person in the truck.
Right.
That's when I started 3.5 going on 4 years ago. Now they're saying like 6,500. I'm thinking, dude, that's Amazon loads.
That's exactly. And the funny thing is, that's exactly what it is.
Yeah,
that's exactly what that company, not Hurricane, the other company we were with, was running. They were running Amazon stuff. And here's the funny thing: if you go to a place where you're getting a percentage, and you are owner-opping, you got to beg for miles.
Yeah.
When you're in a position to profit from it, nope. As soon as you're in a position to take a flat rate, you can't duck the miles. So it's one of those situations where I tell you, when you come to my channel, I'm gonna give you something that's value for you to understand. Do not go into this truck and believing them people in the office are for you, because there's a few people are, but a few of them are not. One of the main ones that is trying to hurt you is the safety manager. The safety manager's job, they can tell you what it is. They'll try to flip it around all the ways they want. Their job is to limit the liability of the company. In translation, their job is to hang it on you. That's their job. That's what the cameras are in the truck for and all that stuff. See, I do one better. I have my own camera.
Yeah.
Well, how do I get a camera, TV? You go into Pilot. You can get you a dashboard camera that works just like theirs. That you put an SD card in, and it continuously transmits. And when something happens, it'll isolate that one portion.
Yeah.
You can have one that's on a 2-day loop. You can have one that's on a 3-minute loop. And it only keeps what the accident happens. That way you're covered. Because let's say something were to happen, I have no claim to this camera. If I say I need the footage, they don't have to give it to me.
Yeah.
So I run my own camera and cover my own butt. You can find them in any Pilot dash cams, and there's nothing they can say. You can look at this. Look at this crap. Jesus Joseph. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people, and it's just happening. People out here.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And like I said, what's funny is the comment section is going to do one of two things. It's either going to be a bunch of people saying, "That ain't me. I wouldn't do it," or it's going to be a bunch of people giving validity.
The comments are going to start. The comments are going to start with, "That's why."
Yeah.
See, that's why I only run the eastern quarter. That's why I only run the south. That's why. It's going to be a bunch of that's why. My sister-in-law just sent me a picture of 4 inches of snow in Texas. You being in the south doesn't exempt you.
Yeah.
It doesn't exempt you. You can't come to me with that. I've been around the block, homeboy. Another thing that I'm not scared of when I deal with companies, I'm not scared of going to another company. You don't have me in a position to where I'm scared of losing my job. I'm not in that position. Because see, when you get in that position of scared of losing your job, they got you.
Yeah.
I'm not in that position. Yeah. I'm a multi-business owner already. I'm working, which helps me give content for my freaking business, but I can easily work somewhere else. And I don't, and another thing too, this is a big one, y'all understand. You're not my friend. You are not my friend. That's a trick that you use to hurt drivers. Yeah. You're not my friend. When all this blows up, you're going to be right there. I still don't know the company of the homeboy that went for 110 years. Company was out of sight.
Yeah. It's just weird, right? It's like, that should have been the first thing. Usually they'll
Who's the driving for?
Yeah, it was weird. Even if he was an owner-operator, so they would have at least said he was. I think if I'm not mistaken, he was a company guy.
Owner-op.
Yeah.
See what this dude doing right here. Owner-op. He's going by. There go another one.
It's just like, man, I'm going to say we're at 50.
Gotta be.
Yeah, we're going to say it's at 50. This is no different than a pile-up on 80 guys. Like, I need y'all to understand that just because it's
the thing that makes it worse is the fact that they're so spread apart. It's not a pile-up. They're just randomly crashing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's the equivalent of it. Like, a pile-up is bad. This, to me, is even worse because look at the stretch in which we've
an accident? I know I could be in an accident. What I'm talking to you about is know when to shut down.
Yeah.
Well, it's going to be late. That's irrelevant. Getting there is getting there.
Nothing is 100%. So this, I need to be, that was one thing I noticed that was making me cause errors was my anxiety of being on time all the time. There's no way on God's green earth you're going to be on time for every single load.
No.
That's why the communication is so, needed, because it's like, dude, I'm not going to do it, because the truth is it's easier for them to just call and say, hey, the driver's running late. Hey, that's what I like. That's the one thing I did like about Amazon. Amazon had in there, you don't need to report on traffic.
Nope.
You don't need to report on weather. But if there's anything else, just let us know. I give them that.
I also give that to Wiley. Wiley's the same, one of the same way. If something's going on, just tell me. And they don't give you no sass mouth. They don't angry at you. They're not going to tell you to drive through something that's going to kill you. All right, shut down, be safe.
Yeah, that's it. It's like it's not this, well, prove it to me. But Jim, that's been with us, he does this run all the time. And
right.
It's like, it's none of that.
Johnny makes the truck levitate. What? Yeah, he levitates right across the Mississippi. I don't have a problem at all. Brought a seal back the other day. Like, what are you talking about?
I am so done with you. Like, you're so
see, my thing, because my next move is I quit. I quit is always in the forefront of my thought when I speak to someone from the office. I'm not doing none of that, bro. I'm not going to do it. Because you hired me based on the fact that I haven't had any accidents, and me being this way is the reason I have no accidents.
Yeah.
If I mess my stuff up, that's another reason why I don't like going to small owner-op companies, because they have bad CSA scores, and they run you into the freaking DOT so much, and it messes up your score.
Yep.
And now it messes where it's hard. Now you got to explain it when you go to other jobs. I'm protecting my investment. I have 9 years of good driving into my CDL. You do not pay enough. None of you do not pay enough to risk that. If it is unsafe, it's just flat out unsafe. Your load will not be there, and you will have a Coke and a smile.
I mean, let's look at this logically. If it's all these people on the main artery, what the back road look like?
Oh, terrible. Oh, terrible.
If y'all ain't making it on... if y'all not making it on this state commission governed, like they got the snow plow.
Risen by the Vatican.
Right.
You ain't making it here, you ain't gonna make it nowhere. You might as well go and just hang it up. Man.
I mean, y'all be talking about, I run and I'm a runner. No, y'all not. Because this is God-kissed road. Like,
look at the state of the road.
No potholes.
Nothing.
Clear.
Very nice.
Very nice. It's well manicured.
Wide open. You see around the corner, everything.
What?
No hills, no downhills, no downgrades.
Flatland. You can see clear as day.
Y'all just crashing.
What is going on?
I don't know what happened. It just got like old boy we seen walking in the Petro and the curve tripped him.
Yeah.
Like, bro, you weren't even near the curve, bro.
Listen, man, that curve jumped out and
Told that ankle me up.
And he looking around.
Oh my God. Did you see it get me? No, I didn't see it.
He tried to pull a Karen, like, he pushed me.
Oh my God.
The trash can got me.
Right.
That was so funny. I was like, what you looking for? You should have been looking down.
There go another one.
I mean, y'all, that's why we have a shortage.
Yeah.
Y'all
half y'all in the hotel waiting for the dang old truck to come.
That's why we got a truck. That's why we got a trucking shortage. Y'all.
And guess what? Ain't one of them was Swift, so y'all can stop that.
I know.
I ain't seen Swift yet.
Swift have tightened up the knots.
They're gonna be in the comments. Yeah.
Yeah. You got that proper training.
Swift, baby. Randiggities, man. Just randos. I don't know who these companies are.
Let Swift live. Like, it's not the culprit.
McGlade Express. Safety service and why FedEx way over there down the corner?
Oh.
Bro, you done broke these people gate, bro. I know they so tired of their gate being broke.
I know. And let me tell you something. They gonna sue FedEx.
You gonna pay this gate.
Oh yeah.
That's fact.
In fact, they were like, yes, FedEx.
Right, but I
perimeter police.
Now I need a whole new gate.
I know. The whole perimeter.
Right.
Right now. And I think you struck a couple of goats.
Right. A couple of goats. A couple of them.
Couple of goats.
Billy, Jimmy, John.
You can't plant corn right here no more.
None of that. You done soiled it with these chemicals. I done got into the haberdashery. I'm all messed up.
I'm gonna need $150 million so we can sell out a corn
for $17,000. You know it every day. Y'all just gotta be safe, man. You just gotta be safe, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro said, why you blaming the driver? Listen, bro, you could have shut down, man.
I mean, that's what they gonna blame you.
Because what it is, it's the greed. It's the greed. It is the religion of I always need more. You always need more money. You're overfinanced. You can't stop. Bro, I stop.
Yeah.
All right, look, bro, you keep the bonus and all that. If it gets safe, I'm a shaky dude anyway. Something right, I'm shutting down.
I'm just looking at it as there's no need to be no hero.
No.
What is this proving? There's no need to be no hero. Because again, you don't even get a thank you at the end of the day half the time.
No.
So why even go that extra? What are you going the extra mile for when you're going to turn around and do all that for them to, all right, turn and burn?
Yeah,
next
all right, you did that. That was nice. I'll go back.
Go back.
Well, man, I just did all this. It was crazy. I did so good. Yeah, that's your job.
Yeah, that's your job. And they like to remind you.
That's your job.
So that's why I'm like, the camaraderie is supposed to be amongst drivers, not for the acceptance of the office. They're doing what they're supposed to do, and they expect for you to do what you're supposed to do.
That's simple.
It's that simple. It's really not, it's nothing personal. It's like, dude, listen, the thing about them is, they, like I said, the way I look at it, they just want the communication. And if that's what you want, ain't nothing for me to pick up.
Ain't nothing. I call them, and they're right. When I
call them, I pull over to the side.
I pull aside, pop the brakes.
Yup, safely.
Put out triangles, flares.
Absolutely. And I do what I'm supposed to do because to be honest with you, that's what's important. The important is everybody trying to get paid off this road. So you being a hero unnecessarily don't get you no brownie points. And you're the only one that's going to get hit with all the BS.
They never come up to you and say, oh, we want to know how many miles you ran. They don't say that. How many safe miles?
How many safe miles?
If you want safe, I'm your man. If you want a cowboy to run this into the oblivion, I'm not your man.
That's what the Russians are for.
Right. You go straight up to the Russians, they'll run you right to the ground.
Absolutely. They all the money in the world, but man.
Hey, man. Woo! Wow, didn't think you would make it out.
Yeah.
That's great. Do it again. No.
You're a soldier. You're a warrior.
Screw a 10-hour break. Do it sleeping.
Yeah.
You got it?
Do it rolling 34.
Right.
While you're still rolling.
Yeah, I mean, like, it was policy.
He quoted the FMSCA, and I said, dude, that doesn't apply.
Yeah, and even if it did, no.
It's just going to be a no.
Why you not doing it? Because I don't want to.
I'm like, didn't you have us do a video about safety? Why are you now?
Yeah, screw it all.
They cracked me up with the training. It's like, do these safety videos, but then...
And then don't follow it when you get out there.
Am I the only one watching the safety video all the time?
Don't do it when you get out there, man. Oh, that's not really how the world works.
We just need the assurance to know that you did it.
Yeah, because remember, I'm safety. I'm screwing you.
Because
I'm going to show up to court and say, I showed them all these videos not to do it.
Yeah,
but you told me on the phone. Do you have a record of that?
Exactly.
Yeah, you told me to chain up.
I mean, I seen companies now that are saying, as a requirement, we need to have reliable cell communication. No, I can't.
No, unless you're going to pay my cell phone bill.
Yeah, I ain't gonna do that.
You don't get to require me to call you if you ain't paying my cell phone bill. Well, I'm paying your salary. That's different. Yeah. A cell phone is, I'm not obligated in the world to have a cell phone. I could be one of them old dudes that use a payphone.
Yeah, because the cell phone is personal.
That's my personal. That's not no business number.
Yeah.
You need to give me one of them old Nextel joints if that's the case.
Straight up.
Y'all are something else.
They be trying to get you, man. Y'all gotta read between the lines. You gotta read between. But like I said, a lot of y'all have to understand that a lot of trucking is common sense, and a lot of it is the okie dokie. If you fall for the Kool-Aid, you fall for the banana.
Like the cheese.
Yeah, for the banana peel. That's on you. That's on you. That's the truth about it. DOT ain't saving you. Yeah. Nobody cares if when you mess up, it's almost like a relief. They're like, woo, not us.
Thank God.
Thank God it ain't us this time.
And the first thing when you crash, they send the safety dude to go into the computer, because there's a computer that shows your miles per when you hit the brake, when you didn't hit the brake. They're gonna go through there and scour for it to be your fault, and they're gonna freaking hang. Look at these two people down here.
Man.
Two down here. Look at this.
Wow.
XPO is just losing today. What is going on, XPO? And I broke the main gate again, bro. I'm never having a gate this close to the highway.
Never.
You gotta put a gate up. Why they gonna knock it down? Put the gate up for her.
I mean, wow, y'all. Just wow. And y'all be talking so much.
Oh, big dog crap.
I wouldn't be surprised half of your haters.
Looking at these kids out here. We could slide off the road and hit one of them
Hit one of them babies. Hit one of them babies.
They just trying to play on their sled.
I wouldn't be surprised half your haters are in these ditches. And your comment section will be, man, what happened to these haters?
TV said shut down before the storm. He ain't real. He ain't real now.
And all of a sudden you don't hear from people for a while.
Right.
Like,
But I'm really driving past your truck.
Yeah, we got it on tape, y'all.
Yeah.
Well,
all on tape. And someone's gonna be a person who's a previous accident person is gonna be on here with his feelings hurt.
Oh, yeah.
Y'all joking drivers. I'm mad. You mad because you crashed, sucker.
Yeah, there's gonna be a hush in the Jerusalem.
Right.
Okay? But y'all don't make no sense. Y'all should be. I mean, seriously, y'all should be ashamed of yourself. I mean, there is no. I don't see an excuse to garner this. What I can't even get it out. Like, it's just like, what are you all?
And it's not the fact that someone crashed. I want to make that clear. It is the quantity. I would say again, it wasn't a pileup.
Yeah, it was like there was no crashes.
People just individually crashed.
Yeah, it's just like all these wipeouts. Like, they're all jackknife situations. It's like,
the roads was that bad. Well, if the roads are that bad, you need to be shut down.
Aren't you the professional driver to know how to identify if the road is safe for conditions to drive? I mean,
if I see two people in the ditch driving on the road, I'm shutting down.
oh yeah. Sure, I said one. You said two.
Two separate incidents? Oh, it's the road.
Especially when it's that close.
Yeah.
Woo, it's like back to back.
Everybody just butt naked all over the road.
Back to back. Everybody crashing. Back to back. Oh, it's going back to back.
It's terrible, man. I know some of y'all ain't gonna like this video, but I don't care.
I mean, to see how you guys was electrified with the 110-year thing, I would think it would be the same spice added to this.
Oh, no. We're the bad guys in this.
Oh, absolutely.
We're making fun of drivers that crash. That's all they're gonna think.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And guess what? I don't care. And if it makes you feel bad, it makes me feel good.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Sub to the channel.